today we are just going through the concepts that how we are moving ahead and what will be the criterias that we will go through, what will be the program, basically what will be the schedule, right? So according to that schedule, and what are the things we are going to do during these 9 weeks, okay, and how it is going to be done, okay. So that things we are going to see into it, right? And what will be the schedule, what are the tools to be covered, and how we are moving ahead, what are the projects we are going to do, and how many projects with which tool, how many projects are there. So all those kind of things we will go through. Okay. So more or less it will be of 30 to 40 minutes of session and relaxing with it. So understanding all things all together, we have to discuss it. Okay. So I welcome you all to the Business Analytics Professional Program with us, that is BNF Analytics. It is of 65 days, or you can say it's a 9-week program. Okay. So in this program, what are the course content? Basically, not discussing the course content in it. I'm broadly discussing about the different tools that are going to be done, because if we are going to discuss about the content, it is from the very basic, like a fresher when starts learning something. So that kind of very basic will start and ends upon the advanced level, right? That's why with each and every tool, we have multiple projects also. One is along with the content, along with the sessions, and one is for the practice of advanced things, right? Let's have a look that what will be the tools that we are covering into it. So the major highlight of this program is that it is of 65 days, 9-week program, right? There are 9 weeks with us, and these 9 weeks are divided into separate tools learnings, right? So 9 weeks, 65 days, right? So all these days, all these weeks, we have a live sessions with you. That is a 1 hour per day. That is in weekdays, right? So live sessions will be there. That is again a benefit that you can discuss your doubts directly to the expert or directly to me, and you can have all the doubts clearing on the spot, right? And you have the portfolio upgrades with you during these 9 weeks. Like whatever the projects you are doing, these projects are to be highlighted on different platforms, like on online Tableau portfolio, on your uh, Kaggle portfolio, on your GitHub portfolio, and showcasing your LinkedIn also, right? That's why along with these 9 weeks, you are upgrading your portfolio also, right? Then you have 8 plus 2 projects. I will explain you how it is 8 plus 2 projects, right? So a total of 10 projects in this way you have with you, right? All these 8 projects will be placed with your portfolio, right? What are those portfolios? I just told you: your LinkedIn profile, your Kaggle profile, your GitHub profile, your Tableau profile, your Power BI profile. These are the online profiles that you have, and you have to upgrade with the projects. Until unless you don't have projects on these portfolios, on these websites, these are not said to be your portfolio, because portfolios are those that shows your experience of working, and these projects will showcase how you are working in the field of these tools and in the field of business analytics, right? And a very good thing with the live sessions also that the recordings after every session will be provided. Okay. And the benefit with these recorded sessions is that you can download these recordings so that these recordings will be with you for the whole life. There is no time limit that for the next 1 year you can access the recordings. No, not like that. You can access, you can download these recordings with you, and you can access it for the whole life if you just downloaded it, right? So the overall 5 tools will be there along with the BRD, that is business required document, which is very important while understanding or while knowing into the business analytics projects. Because as you all know that the plannings, the structure, the the understanding of any project, who are our stakeholders, who are uh, the person with whom we are working, what is the marketing style of that company, understanding the business, understanding the objectives, understanding the problem statement, identifying the tools, what is the data we have. So all these things are summarized and listed out in a documents. These documents are prepared to understand what we need to do, right? So that's why these documents are very important. These documents are prepared before starting the project and after completing the project. Before starting the project, all the planning things are to be listed in these reports. Whereas after project, all the insights, the recommendations, the insights we collected from the data, right? And the recommendations to take a fact-based decisions are to be listed in this document, right? That's why, because these documents are very important. If you will say that, okay, what is the need of these documents? These documents are required because you have the understanding of the tools. You know what are the uh, visualizations you created, what is the story behind the data. But the stakeholders understand only the document. Through documents, you can make them understand that, okay, this is the scenario, this is the outcome, and these are the dashboards that are created. Using visualization, you make them understand what is the situation, what is the outcome, right? That's why these are very important, right? So Rohit says, I'm new to this and I really struggle understanding the GitHub profile. Would you guide how to use that and how to structure that project? Will it be a pre-recorded session or live sessions? Rohit, these are live sessions, not pre-recorded. Recordings, it means that after going through your live session, these live sessions are recorded and you are provided these recordings. Okay, so that's the thing. That's the recordings, not pre-recorded. Okay, and this is the asset of your batch. That's the thing. Okay, so these are the 5 tools and the business required documents. We are going to work on it, right? And now let's have a look on the 9-week program, that how it is going to be done, how these 9 weeks are distributed in different tools. So the very first week, this first week is for your Excel and the introduction of the program. We will discuss different content, that what are the different contents we are going to do, what are the projects we are going to do, right? And For the Excel, up to in Excel also, what you are going to look into your basics, your interface of Excel, your basic functionalities and basic formula, basic functions of Excel, right? The functions that are required for your analytics. Okay. Then the statistical tools that you can use with your uh, analytics, right? In using Excel. How to import data from the different sources in Excel. How to do a data wrangling in Excel. How to collect data from websites. How to collect data from open source sources, how to collect data from server connections in Excel. We will go through that. We will create different charts also in Excel. We will going to prepare dashboards in Excel. So from the very basics to the advanced up to the preparation of dashboards, we will look into the Excel. Okay. So 1 week is dedicatedly working with the Excel, right? Then we have the week 2 and week 3 with us. Okay. In week 2 and 3, we are going through SQL, right? And whatever the data we are extracting in the initial stage of Excel, that is the part of data collection, right? In the very first week, we will go through the market research also, right? For 2 days, we will go through the market research also, and we will understand. Yes, definitely, Dulanga, you are going to get the certification also after completing this course, right? So in SQL, what you are going to look into that whatever the data we are collecting in Excel, right from the starting, because uh, there are a lot of data available online. Those are for practice purpose, but we are going to extract a live data, right? A real data from website. Like uh, if we are going to collect the data from the Amazon, that is their live website data, their live analysis for it, right? Similarly, if you are going to get the live data from the weather forecasting of any country, right? That is your live data, your real data, right? So we are going to collect the data that are working currently, okay? And that is your real data, okay? So not working with the example or dummy data, we are going to collect data in the initial stage, okay? So that data will work throughout the course, okay? Because you have an understanding of that data, and you know what are the things, what are the attributes, what are the column names in that particular data, right? So in week 2 and 3, you are going to understand SQL. In SQL also, you are going to understand from the very basic to the advanced queries, okay? So up to the level of advanced things at creating advanced queries of SQL, we are going to understand, right? And we are going to connect SQL with over here, like SQL with Excel, SQL with Power BI, SQL with Python, and SQL with Tableau also. So uh, this particular server is going to be connected with all the tools. Whenever we are going through the different tools, we are going to connect it with server where our data is stored. Okay. In week 4 and week 5, you are going through Power BI. Okay. Another visualization tool. Okay. And in SQL, we are going to learn using MySQL. Okay, not Microsoft SQL, because in Microsoft SQL there is a limitation that it is not working with MacBooks, right? And a lot of people are using MacBook as well as MySQL having a server inbuilt into it, right? So the connection with the server is easy within it, and the scope of connecting remote servers is also very easy in it, right? Creating multiple servers, connecting with the remote servers, those things are easy to work on MySQL, and it is widely used by the industry also. Okay, so we are going to use MySQL in it, right? So next we are going to use Power BI in week 4 and 5, right? So for Power BI also you need a, a different operating system. That is, you can't work with MacBook. Either you are going to work with the cloud or you are going to work with Windows. Okay. So in week 4 and 5, again, for Power BI, there are multiple things in Power BI also that you are going to understand and going to go through it. Few of them are covered in Excel because Power BI is similar to the Excel, and you can say Power BI is the advanced tool of visualization that uh, overcome the limitations of Excel, because Power BI again is a byproduct of Microsoft, right? So in Power BI also we are going to understand the Power BI client, Power BI query, Power BI server, Power BI dashboards, right? And different visualizations, and how you are going to use your Power BI in a developer mode. Okay, so right from the very basic again, as we go through the SQL in Power BI also, you will understand, and you can create your own dashboards using different uh, functions into it. The important thing in Power BI is its DAX functions, right? That makes you explore more and make you more analytical, right? So we will go through more than 120 DAX functions so that you will understand the concept of DAX functions and how you are going to work with it, right? So that will give you the scope that how you are going to work with the functions, right? Then in week 6 and 7, right? In week 6 and 7, you are going with Python, right? In Python, basics are there. Then you have uh, 3 to 4 libraries we are going to cover. That is, one is your NumPy, right? Second is your Pandas, right? Third is your Matplot library. Fourth is your Seaborn. Okay, so these 4 libraries we are going to cover, and few more functions and few more libraries that are used 10 to 15% times you are doing your analytics, right? So that is from machine learning. Okay, so a few part of machine learning also covered into it in Python, that is your ML. Okay, in ML, the basic concepts of modeling, the basic concepts of linear regression, basic concept of your classification, concepts of clustering, concepts of forecasting. Okay, so in Python, using Python, we are going to machine learning concepts also. All right, that's why, yeah, for understanding that thing is 2 weeks are enough, because you have 1 year with us so that you can understand the things. We have multiple resources also. The practice is required for it. So for multiple resources, go through that, do your practices, and if you have doubt, we can arrange one-to-one sessions throughout the year so that you can clear your doubts with the experts. All right. And in a in a week, sorry, not in a week, in 1 month, every month for 1 year, we are also planning one-to-one session with each one of the participants, because to understand that up to what level they are working right now, understanding what is the practice they are doing, what are the projects they are working on, right? To understand and to make clear that yes, you are on the right path. Okay. And in the last week, and for Python, you don't need to install anything. We are going to work with Kaggle. On Kaggle platform, we are going to work with. Okay. So on Kaggle itself, we are going to do the programming of Python and save our projects over there only, so that our portfolio gets stronger. Right. Then you have week 8 and week 9, the last week, where you have Tableau, again a new visualization tool. Power BI we already understood. So the differences in between the Power BI and Tableau, the functions, the calculated fields, like the level of details, that is LOD, which is most technical thing in Tableau. We will go through that. And the dashboards, the storytelling, the different functions, creating the parameters, using level of details, and all those things will be covered in Tableau also, right from the beginning to the end, right? So even after these 9 weeks, we have 1 week in spare for you, because after completing all these things, we have we have 1 week, and for this 1 week, there are only two sessions. That week 10, that is extra week. So for that two sessions, this is only the doubt clearing sessions, right? So the expert will join the session, and you guys are going to ask your doubts in these sessions. Okay. So these 2 days are for dedicatedly for your doubt clearing sessions. Okay. There will be 1 hour session per day. Okay. So this will be the scenario for it, right? Now let's move ahead and look into the different projects and how many projects we are going to do along with the different tools, right? So with Excel, we are going to do one project. Okay. With SQL, we are working with two projects. One project during these 2 weeks, and one project is provided you for your practice purpose and for your understanding, that you can ask the doubts even whenever you are working on it and having a very minor doubt, and you can ask it for us, right? In week 4, there is again two projects, okay, for Power BI, right? In the similar pattern for Python and for Tableau also, you have two projects. So these are the 8 projects, right? And one for Excel, one for major project. These major projects will be explained during those two doubt clearing sessions. Okay. You can ask your doubts, and the expert will explain the project also. That's why this is 8+2 project program, right? One is from Excel and one is for major project, right? And the remaining one projects with the tools that is given to you for your practice and creating your portfolios, you can ask questions from for those projects also in your doubt clearing. Even after these two doubt clearing sessions, if you will say that we need more sessions to make clear these topics, then also we will arrange those sessions also, in the upcoming weeks or in that particular week, right? So this is the scenario that you have, and the basic concept, the benefits that are covered in these 9 to 10 weeks of the program is these are implementation based training. The learnings are based on implementation. Is it 10 hours sufficient to cover all 5 topics? There will be 1 hour per day, so 10 hours for a single tool, right? 10 hours are sufficient because it is on the project basis only. Okay, so on the project basis, we are going to learn, right? So this is basically implementation based learnings. It is not like we are going to give you the theoretical thing and then giving you the example that okay, this is the function and this is the example of implementation. No, we will give you the concept and let you know how you are going to implement on a particular project. The project will be in parallel for the implementation, right from the starting of the session or the first day. At the end of the tool training, it will be a complete project will be completed while implementing the concepts. Okay, so examples are not there, direct implementation with the practical project will be there. That's why the project as well as the concepts both are cleared, right? And how to work with the project, how the project flows, what will be the basic things you are doing in project, and how you are doing the analytics, how you are designing the charts, how you are designing the uh, these particular dashboards are all clear during the session only, right? And even you have a doubt clearing sessions also, so in that way you can have work with that also, right? And 1 year technical support is over there, that even in this 1 year you can ask for one-to-one sessions. In every 15 days you can ask for one-to-one session, right? So in a month, 2 1-to-1 sessions you can ask for your doubt clearing, right? So overall, a 24 technical support hours, one-to-one sessions you can plan with the experts and ask your doubts for 1 year. Okay, so that's the technical support as well as support on WhatsApp, support on email. Those are also you can avail, right? You can just drop a mail to us and we will revert you the solution or clear your doubt with that, right? And you can communicate on the calls and you can communicate with your WhatsApp also. If you have any doubt, take a screenshot or describe the thing and we will help you out for that. Okay. Not only learnings, you are also creating your portfolios in this training because with Python, you are not working separately, you are working itself on Kaggle. So during the training itself, your portfolio is developing or building on Kaggle, and Kaggle have the capability of getting attached with the GitHub also. So you don't need a separate portfolios for GitHub. And with Power BI and Tableau, they have their own online platforms where you can showcase your work. So with Tableau, you are going to save your work directly on online platform. Okay. Similarly, for the Power BI also, we are going to save the projects that we are doing on its online platform. And all the projects that you are doing, right? You are going to highlight those projects on LinkedIn, on your network. So all of your LinkedIn will also activate it. How to develop it, what are the things that you are need to write into it, are the uh, highlighting of your GitHub or for the uh, LinkedIn also. Definitely, Rohit, we will provide the guidance to set up your Kaggle and GitHub profile. During these trainings, we also need Kaggle and GitHub to be set up, and how you are going to work with both of these things is very important nowadays. All the companies are also asking for the profile link of these tools or these platforms. Okay. Then the most important thing in this training is there is an industry workflow understanding, like how industry is working with the projects, how the different steps are divided, how these documents are prepared, how you are going to understand the business, how you are going to prepare the planning of the project, right? Who are going to design the objectives, the problem statements, the documents related to the data that are known as metadata. So those things are to be understood during this training while doing the projects. Okay, business required documents working are also done if you have the industrial workflow with it, and you have a community support also, where when you post any doubt, and there will be reply by the expert or the member. Okay, so a community support also will be given to you with that, right? So that's the thing that you have within this program, and definitely a great support from the platform also given to you, because our objective is to make experts, make a professional. Expert is only with the practice. That's why we are giving 1 year technical support, that within a 1 year you get expertise in a particular area, right? And a professional, it means you are working with the right way. If you are working in a right way, it is known as to be a professional methods, right? Or professionalism. So that's why our objective is to make you as professional and expert within 1 year. I know 2 months are not sufficient to get into any job and all these things, and that's why this 1 year is with you, and we are with you for the next 1 year, so that you can learn and you can get expert into it. I never say that 2 months are sufficient to learn business analytics and you are going to get a high salaries or high package jobs within these trainings. Not possible, because you have to work hard, or you have to work continuously. You have to practice on these things continuously, right? So similarly, it's a data world, and data world works with the mathematical tools, right? And mathematics also needs a continuous practice to get expertise into it. In the same way pattern, in business analytics also you are going to work with the different tools, different methods, different strategies, different optimizations. So you need to understand that when and where, what type of technique, what type of tool, what type of functions you need to implement. That comes with the continuous practice only, right? If you will take the example of Excel, there are more than 1,000 functions. It is not possible to for anyone to remember all these functions. So the functions that are used in a day-to-day working are memorized. Right? So keep in touch, do a lot of practice within it. We are with you for next 1 year. 2 months we are working to make you understand the things up to the advanced level. what are the things we are doing, different projects, so that you never need a conceptual things to be understand, and how to do a project will be covered during these sessions, and up to advanced level that okay, all the things that are inside this tool is covered in these sessions, right? Nothing will be left after these sessions. Okay. And if you have doubt with any tool, any function, you have opportunity of having one-to-one sessions. You have opportunity to discuss with the community, with the experts, right? It is not bounded even that only two sessions you can avail. If the expert have spare time and your slot you approach for one-to-one session, you can avail more than one session, two sessions in a 15 days also. And till your doubt is not cleared, the sessions can be arranged. Yeah, if you are a banker, Vilanga says, I'm a banker and I don't know anything regarding this programming. So I am so afraid that I can catch up those, can understand this. I am so interested to learn this subject. Can you help by starting in initial stages? Vilangas, basically, this area doesn't need any programming skills because it starts from the very basic, from the very zero level. And uh, as you've seen in the tools like uh, Power BI, Excel, and Tableau, these are not a programming languages, right? So out of five tools, you have three tools that doesn't need any programming, right? And the remaining two tools, first is SQL, that is a query language. It is just like you are using a bot on any website. You just write a question and the bot replies you. In a similar way, you just create a query that this type of data I need, right? And SQL will extract it for you, right? So it's not again a programming language, it's a query language. So you don't need any programming skills to do program or to execute the queries in SQL. So don't worry, don't get afraid about it. And Python, it is a very simple language. Don't worry, because again, Python is not connected with any previous knowledge of programming. You don't need C, C++, Java skills with you to do a Python programming. Again, it's a very different and a user-friendly language. Easily you will learn it. Don't worry about it. We have a very uh, simple and a very clear methods to explain you. So you will get it very easily. And after completing this program, you will uh, able to do all the queries in SQL and you can program easily with the Python. Okay, so don't worry about that. Instructor is in the field from the last 15 years, right? And worked as a business analyst. And basically, for uh, last 10 years, he is in corporate trainings, currently working with Google, IIT Madras, IIT Mumbai, right? And providing corporate trainings to these companies. And more than 200 clients he handled, and more than uh, 500 projects he completed in the different areas of analytics. And many clients are working with the instructor. Okay, so he's an expert having deep knowledge of industry as well as the demand in industry, how industry is working with the tools, how uh, you are going to implement the things in actual, because those who don't have the experience of industry and were not working with the clients, simply uh, the knowledge of industrial implementation can't be provided, because in boot camps and many programs uh, the thing is that uh, uh, they just explain the tools, right? The story behind the tool, regarding the data, regarding the documentation, what are the insights of it, how to relate the tools with your project. Is there really the requirement of that tool for your project? So that those kind of things are there. So that is a lot things to be covered in these sessions with the experience of the instructor. Yes, definitely, Tulanga. You can, yes, today only instructions, Puja. So the introduction is only there. From right from tomorrow, we are going to start with the basic of business analytics and the scenario of business analytics. There are a lot of things before getting into the field to understand about the business analytics, right? So we will relate business analyst in the complete area, right? Yes, Langa, you can find jobs after this course because basic fresher level you can apply after this course, right? But you have to command on any one of the tool out of these five, either with the Excel, either with the SQL, Power BI, Python, or Tableau. If you have good knowledge or good working with any one of the tool, then even you can apply for the job in analytics, right? Rohit, just ping me on my WhatsApp. We can discuss the course fee and all those things over there. You already have my number, so you can talk with me over there, and on this WhatsApp we can discuss all these things. Okay, so this will be the thing for today, right? And if you have any doubt, if you need any clarifications, there is a WhatsApp number. Okay, let me post in the chat box also. You can write into it and we can discuss more on it. Okay, so that's the thing that you have, and even you can send me your contact details if you want to discuss it. I will ping you over there, right? Just ping me on WhatsApp, and over this number we will reply you, and you can communicate with, right? So this is the overall thing that you will be covered in it. And those who are already registered, from tomorrow, uh, we are going to start with the different concepts of business analytics and how it works, right? Right from the tomorrow, the first week will be started, right? For tomorrow, you have one session to understanding the basic concepts into it. Yes, Aruna. Aruna, have any doubts? You raise your hand. There are 5 classes in a week, Pooja, Monday to Friday, right? So we can, it is not like a fix of 1 hour will be there. We can extend it for 1 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes like that. Yes, yes, Aruna. You have any doubts?
Yeah, hello, good morning. In my own
Good
part,
morning.
it's morning. Yeah.
Yes,
And to start with, thanks for the group and the session.
thank you.
I came in late
Okay,
because in Africa it is midnight now. It's about
okay, okay,
20 minutes past 3 a.m. in the morning.
okay.
Yeah. I've set eyes on the introductory aspects, the tools that we shall be using, But the time is going to stand. We shall be having the session the same time from Monday to Friday, or
From Monday to Friday in all weekday, 5 days a week.
okay, the same time, 8 o'clock on our own
Same
time,
time.
eh?
Same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Most welcome.
Yeah,
You
we have
can
to
ping
be
me.
with you.
Yes, you can ping me on WhatsApp and you can discuss more things over there also. If
No
you have any doubts.
problem. No
Yeah.
problem, no problem, sir.
Yeah. 24 hours that WhatsApp will be available for your support. So you can just ping on that number and the solutions will be with you as soon as possible. Night, maybe some time will be delayed, but in a day, you will get all the solutions on the same time.
Okay, no problem. I already have the number and we discussed the last time. So I'll be reaching you there for
Sure,
any doubt, okay?
sure,
Okay.
sure.
Once more, thank you very much.
Most welcome. Okay, then we are going to end up the session, concluding the session. You all have the WhatsApp number. You can discuss further on that WhatsApp number. I'm just posting it again over there in the chat box. You can go through that and just ping over there and later on discuss on it.